In this video, I'm going to show you how to add an exit intent pop-up to either your website or blog. So let's look at how we do that in Auto. So over in our Auto account, we're going to go to Capture, which is where we'll create our exit intent pop-up, and we'll select New Widget. We'll select Start from Scratch, and then we're going to choose Pop-up. But you can use exit intent with most of these widget types. So we'll select Create, and then we'll call this Blog Exit Intent. Subscribe, just to give it a name that we can recognize later on. And then under Show Widget, we're going to select on a specific page, and we just want this to show on our blog. So we can go and get the actual URL that starts with the starting URL of the blog, and we'll say URL starts with, and we'll just put in the Auto blog here. So any URL that starts with this, this exit intent will display. Now we're going to select desktop because obviously exit intent on a mobile device is incredibly hard to track. So you could create something like a scroll based pop-up and target mobile devices. But in this case, we'll just target desktop to keep it really simple. So under when, we need to go and select the visitor displays exit intent. And this is something that's automatically calculated based on mouse movement velocity, where the user's scrolling on the screen. And then under who, we're going to select people that we don't know, because we don't want to show this to people that are already signed up to our product or are already subscribers to our newsletter. So by selecting people you don't know, this will only show for unknown sessions, which just is a great way of, getting new subscribers and not annoying people that are already subscribed or already customers or something like that. So under frequency, it says once per session or until they convert. So this is just going to show it once per session. Sessions are sort of 15-minute sessions if they abandon the page. So you could really imagine that's maybe once a day they would see it if they keep coming back to your content, or until they convert. And until they convert just means they pop in their email. Okay, so now we've configured our exit intent widget. We're ready to edit it. So we'll click into edit and we'll go ahead and change this out. Now, the blog is black and white and blue. And so we want this to stand out. So by default, Auto's just going to pick up your brand colors and adapt the widget to those brand colors. So it's going to blend in. So we don't really want it to blend in. We want it to stand out. So let's go and fix our styling first. So under fill, I can pick another brand color. In my case, I'm going to pick this red color and really make it stand out. And then I'm going to change the heading and body font to white. I can keep the button as a blue, or I could also back that off as a white color as well. I'm going to change the form text to just black so it's a bit easier to read here. And then I'm going to hide the close button. Now I'll show you how to allow them to still close it without this just taking over the screen in a little bit. So let's go back to content now that we have some styles sorted out here. And we want to go ahead and add some text at the bottom. And in this text, we're going to have no thanks. Take me back to the blog. And this just allows them to exit this dialogue if they do wish to keep reading the blog and they don't really want to exit. So we'll go and center align that. We'll select a link, and then it's going to say on click, and we're going to select close widget. So that'll just mean that when they click this, it'll just literally close the widget on the site. Now you can see that link style looks terrible, so we'll just go and change that to white as well over in our style. So back in content, our forms is really already set up here. If we wanted to add other things like, say, phone number, that might be asking a bit too much. We can add that in and even get them to opt in legally to SMS. But we'll just keep it at email for now. But you can see that's quite easy to change as well. Now, this image obviously is not appropriate, so let's go ahead and replace it. Now, I have used our new AI Labs tool using AI to create some pretty out there images. This is a woman crying because someone is leaving as a caricature painting. So it's a little bit out there, but I thought it was just an interesting use case. This may not be live by the time this video is live, but eventually it will be, and it's such a cool feature. So I've created an image using AI to just really capture attention here. So we'll go ahead and replace it, and then I'll just go and select the AI image that I picked and created using Auto, which is really cool. So I'll expand that out, and you can see I've got this bizarre image at the top here, and we're still referring to happy birthdays. So we're going to say, oh no, we'll say, oh no, you're leaving. So that's one option. You can just, keep it sort of broad. But often, because this is happening a lot on sites that people visit, you might want to put something compelling, like a compelling reason why they should put their email in. So it could be like, we'll send you this great ebook on this topic or article. Or in our case, it could just be, we made this image with AI. You should try our AI tool before you leave, or something like that. So you obviously want to make a case for why they should put the email in and try and give them something for it, or entice them to do it. But we'll just keep our example real simple in this case, just to demonstrate how it all works. So on the thank you screen, this is what happens after they subscribe. So we can just say, thanks for subscribing. And then below that, we'll send you our latest and greatest content. So on this screen, we also want to add in a button just to make it really easy to close it. So we'll say close this window, and then it'll default to on-click close. So that's just a button so they can easily close it out here as well. So that's the thank you screen. Now, it's going to look a bit jumpy going from the image greeting to the thank you. So in here, you can just go ahead and add an image back in, and then select the image, the crazy AI image that we did. So here it is, and we'll blow it up full screen. So there you go. So we've got the greeting, we've got the thank you, and now all that's left to do is save this out, and let's see it in action. So we'll just go ahead and switch it on first. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's going to be switched on here. And then let's take a look at what it looks like. Okay, so I've loaded up the blog again in incognito mode here, just so that we can see this in action. So now I'm going to go and move my mouse away, and you'll see, oh no, you're leaving. Subscribe so you never miss when we post. And you can go here, enter your email address in, and this is going to subscribe them into auto, and your exit intent sequence is complete. So that's it for this video. I hope you learned something. You can now go and confidently add a pop-up to your website or blog on exit intent. You can even customize these based on the category or topic, just so you have a relevant offer. Play around with them. There's so much you can do with capture widgets. And if you like these videos and want to see more how-to with Auto, please subscribe to the Auto channel, and I'll see you in the next one.